Good morning. All right, I'm going to start. I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Steve Avida. I'm the sales engineer for Central America and the Caribbean for United Technologies and representing the brands Kidde and Badger. Tell you a little bit about my background. I've been in the company for 4 months. I'm pretty new to the company. However, I've been working with the fire industry for almost 4 years now. There's my email address in case you guys want to reach out to me. We always try to keep the communication through full protection to make sure they're in the same loop as when you guys have questions or doubts. But you can always reach out to me, and I'll be more than glad to assist you. Today's webinar is going to be about clean agent systems. However, we first want to give you an overview about our company and who is Kidde, what is Kidde, and who are we in the industry. So Kidde is part of the United Technologies Corporation. That's a pretty big company. It's 220,000 employees around the globe, and it's divided in two big divisions. Commercial one, which is where Kidde is, and Otis, which is the elevators and escalators, and aerospace systems, which pretty much all the Boeing planes have an engine made by UTC Aerospace Systems, or one of our companies. The UTC CCS, or Corporate Climate Security and Control. Those are our industry-leading brands. As you can see, Kidde is there, Edwards in the fire detection part of it, Chubb in the CCTV, and Carrier on the air conditioning system. But today we're going to be talking about Kidde. Kidde is a company that's over 100 years old. It was founded in 1917 by Walter Kidde, and we actually bought Kidde in 2005. UTC acquired Kidde in 2005, and so it's been almost 15 years since it's been part of our portfolio. But as you can see, it's a company that's it's pretty old, and then right now it's the best seller in the U.S. for residential smoke alarm systems and fire extinguishers with Badger. So today we're going to talk about clean agent fire suppression systems. Where are we going to be using clean agent fire suppression systems? So most likely anywhere where you want to protect something against a fire, but you don't want to damage whatever you're protecting. So if you have on hotels, real estate, data centers, minery, or storage and distribution centers, you have stuff that if you have a fire on those things, you don't want to throw water at them because you're going to damage the equipment. Or whatever you're protecting needs to be the fire needs to be suppressed on a matter that's faster than what water would do it. So we have a solution for that, and it's the clean agent fire suppression systems. As you can see in this example, this is what a typical data center looks with one of our clean agent fire suppression systems. It's gonna quickly suppress that fire without damaging the servers in this case, the personnel, or the environment. We work with two different clean agents. One is the FM200, and the other one is the 3M Novick 1230. We're gonna see it more in detail later. What are the basic components on a clean agent fire suppression system? So as you can see, it's most likely starts with the detection. Smoke detectors, most likely could be inline smoke detectors or electronic smoke detectors. Of course, a fire detection panel that will trip a mechanical control head, and that's going to activate the fire suppression system. You can see the nozzles and the manual stops in case that a false alarm or a false activation of the system. All of our products are UL listed, EPA listed, and FM approved, which gives us a lot of liability, and you can trust our products. This is the first model of fire suppression systems we have is the ECS 360 and the ECS 500. 360 and 500 stand for the pressure that the agent is stored when filling the cylinder. So 360 psi or 500 psi. It's what's how the agent's going to be stored in the cylinder. As you can see, it's going to be a rapid extinguishment, normally no more than 10 seconds, and the whole room should be flooded with the clean agent. With the clean agent, in this case, FM200 or Novick. And the other solution that we have is the ADS, which is the Advanced Delivery System. It's pretty much the same as the previous one, but for applications where we need a even more rapid response or a larger hazard area, we're going to complement the agent and the cylinder with nitrogen, so that nitrogen can actually act as a piston and make the discharge be a lot faster. The FM200 agent is the first one we're going to be looking at. It's very important to leave clear that both of the agents that we have, Novick and FM200, they both do the same. They have the same purpose, and they're pretty similar. It's just a matter of branding and some specs that could make them different between one and the other. Price also is different between one and the other. But the biggest difference you're going to find between one and the other is going to be, as you can see on the second headed there, the environmental factor. So FM200 doesn't damage the or it has an ozone depletion potential of 0, which means it doesn't damage the ozone layer. But the GWP stands for global warming pollution factor. On the FM200 it's pretty high, which means when the FM200 is released on the environment, it pollutes the environment. So we know that ideally FM200 shouldn't be released to the environment because, well, we try to prevent fires as much as possible. But in the case that it happens, it's important to know that, well, it does pollute the environment. If we look to the next slide, we're going to be looking at the Novick. It's a 3M registered brand. As you can see, the global warming pollution factor is 1, which means it doesn't pollute the environment. Normally used on buildings where they want to be certified with some ISO certifications, or they want to be certified as clean buildings or green buildings or whatnot. Normally people end up using Novick because of that. That's a big factor between when you're deciding whether you want to use Novick or FM200. The concentration, it's also lower. If you see on the previous slide, FM200 has higher levels of concentration, meaning you need more agent for the same purpose. On Novick, it's a lower minimum design concentration. And I'm going to show you guys a video on how does this work and how is it different from using water sprinkles. Remember, guys, that this webinar is not a training itself, but it's just a summary of or a way of you guys being able to see what kind of products we have and what kind of products you can get through Full Protection, which is one of our authorized dealers. And I'm going to show you guys this video so you can see the difference between the clean agent suppression system and the water sprinkles.
The heart of an organization beats not in an office, but here in the data center. Thousands of servers processing vital information for all all your accounts, storing all your essential business data. These servers are designed for punishing 24/7 operations, and they demand the most robust fire protection solutions available. The sprinkler systems required by building codes are designed to protect structures and people, not data center equipment. Protecting critical infrastructure, such as a data center, takes a Kidde fire detection and suppression system. Kidde systems detect the earliest stages of a fire, then extinguish it in seconds by discharging a clean suppression agent. That's safer for humans and the environment, without the water damage caused by sprinklers. To demonstrate the difference, we've replicated a data center in this fire testing facility. Typically, a data center fire would start inside one of these server cabinets. This type of enclosed fire is tough to extinguish using sprinklers alone, but it's an ideal situation for clean agent fire suppression systems. The room is equipped with Kidde air sampling and spot smoke sensors, plus the clean agent fire suppression systems and 9 water sprinklers. When everything is ready, the clean agent test is run first. Engineers ignite sheets of ABS plastic in an empty server cabinet.
Oh, my bad.
The air sampling and spot smoke sensors alert the system. And then, discharge. The Novec 1230 suppression agent floods the room and penetrates the burning enclosure where it extinguishes the fire in less than 20 seconds. The water sprinkler test begins the same way, but nearly 4 minutes elapse before the first sprinkler head discharges. 7 minutes later, the fire is still burning. 15 minutes after ignition, a firefighter enters the test chamber and puts out the fire with a portable fire CO2 fire extinguisher. The sprinklers did their job preventing the fire from involving the entire room. But the server equipment, walls, and ceiling are all water damaged. The results of the Kidde Clean Agent System test are dramatically different. Even though the cabinet temperature reached 230 degrees Fahrenheit before the agent discharged, the room and servers show virtually no sign of damage. From the perspective of IT operations and data security, it's as if the fire in the data center never happened.
All right, guys. So that was a video demonstration on how our solution is different from water sprinkler system. Something important as well is that after the system is activated, there's no need to clean the equipment or the hazard area, since this is just a gas being thrown into the environment. There's really no need for you to clean the equipment or anything as if it was foam or powder. But so that's one big thing as well, that you can, let's say, return to operations as fast as you can. Now, there's a solution that we offer. We also offer the certification for you to be certified in our products, and especially the clean agent fire suppression systems. We do have a software that does all the design for you, and well, it doesn't do it for you, but it makes it a lot easier for you to create designs. And as soon as you have the certification, you also get the ability to buy the license key for the software. On the meantime, if you don't have the license key or you don't have the certification, you can always go through full protection. And if you have a project where you need a design for a clean agent fire suppression system, you can always send them all the data. Normally what we ask for is the dimensions of the area, the temperature, the location, just so we see where or how high it is from the sea level, and what type of equipment are we protecting. With that information, you forward that to Full Protection, and they can always get in touch with me, and we help you guys with the design on the meantime or while you guys get certified on our products. So that's something you guys need to have very clear. If you have a project where you need a clean agent fire suppression system, you can always reach out to Full Protection or to us directly. Remember to always keep Full Protection in the loop. We will help you with the design, meaning you guys send us what are the dimensions of the area you guys want to protect and what type of equipment, what's the temperature, the average temperature on the room, and what the location is. And we will design a system for you, and of course, you will get a quotation from Full Protection to be able to get the products. So that's pretty much what clean agent fire suppression systems are. As I told you guys, this webinar was not intended to be a training, but an overview or a summary of this line of products that we have, and we want to make sure you guys know that you can get through Full Protection. Here's my contact information again in case you guys need it. You can always send me an email. Again, as I told you before, guys, it's always good to have to keep Full Protection on the loop. But that's pretty much it. I don't know if you guys have any questions or concerns.
No, Stevie, no question.
Okay. Then that was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate on sending me an email, okay?